What's going on? The week of December, first week of December. We're going to call this show The Flow. It's a weekly music news program. Kind of talk about what's going on, what my thoughts are on some things that have happened in the world of music. Sad news on November 30th, Christy McVie dies. She was not a founding member of Fleetwood Mac, but she did sessions with them starting in 68, joins in 70, stays with them through that Bob Welch period. Of course, the classic lineup then is formulated in late 74, early 75 with Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. She makes huge contributions to these records. Don't Stop, of course, Songbird, which is one of the prettiest songs in the catalog, one of the prettiest love songs anybody's ever written. I mean, go listen to that song Songbird off of Rumors. It's just absolutely beautiful. She carries on with them through the 80s. Little Lies, Everywhere, tons of hits. She stays even after Stevie leaves. She does leave herself after they do a reunion in 97. She leaves in around 2000 for 10, 12 years and just lives in her English farm and does gardening and things like this. She comes back about 10 years ago and does multiple tours with Fleetwood Mac again. Passed away at the age of 78. She will be greatly missed. It's sad when you have all five members alive still of a classic lineup like Fleetwood Mac, and then somebody passes away, and it's, you can't put that back together again. It's sad. But putting bands back together, Pantera did their first show in 20 years this week. They did a couple shows in Mexico. They're going out and touring next year with Metallica. They're going to do festivals all over Europe. That band's founded in the 80s with Vinny Abbott and Dimebag Darrell Abbott in Texas. Dimebag ends up getting assassinated on stage about 18 years ago, and his brother Vinny dies a few years ago, I believe, of a heart attack. The lead singer Phil Anselmo and the original bass player are still alive. They've talked for years about doing some sort of tribute. Well, they get Zakk Wylde from Ozzy Osbourne's band, and of course from Black Label Society, and they get Charlie Benanti from Anthrax to fill in the drum chair, and they're going to go back out and tour, and they've already done some shows. From what I've heard so far, it's great. People are going to be happy to hear this music, and these bands go away. What are you supposed to do? What's Phil Anselmo supposed to do other than play small little nightclubs the rest of his life singing Pantera songs? I think it's great. In more news, lineup news, Larry Mullen, the drummer from U2, the original drummer. That band, of course, still has all four original members. He said that he's not going to go out and tour in 2023. I think the band's planning on some big tour. He says, I'm out. He's not leaving the band, but he's going to sit this one out. A drummer, drums are one of the first things that goes in a band. That and the singer's voice. These guys, their bodies are beaten up from years of touring, from years of that physical, literally crashing drums. He's gonna sit this one out. Nothing specific. I think he's not sick. I think he's just tired of touring, and he's not gonna do it. Same thing with Aerosmith. They had to cancel a couple shows in Vegas this week. Steven Tyler's doctor has said, "Hey, let's get you off the road for a little bit." I don't know what the specifics are. I don't know if he's sick, but he had to sit some shows out. They've canceled the residency in Vegas. Let's hope that they can get back in 2023, and I'd love to see Aerosmith again. It's been 30 years of killer band. 50 years ago today, Hot August Night comes out. Live album by Neil Diamond, 1972. Great record if you haven't heard that before. Check out Hot August Night by Neil Diamond. Classic stuff. Members of Journey, Jonathan Cain, keyboard player, Neil Sean, they're fighting again. Okay, evidently over American Express card charges that are either being hidden from each other. These guys were fought a couple years ago. Jonathan Cain's a religious right-wing guy. Neil Sean's a kind of a hippie guy, and they're clashing again. This is after suing original bass player Ross Valory earlier in the year and asking Steve Smith to leave. Neil Sean's out on Twitter saying, "Hey, Greg Raleigh, the original keyboard player, would be nice to see you in the band for a 50th anniversary tour in 2023." So he's gone to Twitter feeding that rumor that maybe Greg Raleigh rejoins Journey, which I would personally love. Why not? Steve Perry is never going to rejoin as much as everybody wants him to. That ship has sailed. And frankly, Arnel Pineda does such a good job on vocals, running around, jumping off amplifiers. But let's bring Greg Raleigh back for a tour. That'd be fun. Goose, jam band out of Connecticut, on Jimmy Fallon this week. Check out Goose. Check out the performance on YouTube of Goose playing. I was really impressed. I don't know a lot about the group, but they're getting bigger and bigger. And that leads me to Billy Strings announcing large venue tour for 2023. Billy Strings is a bluegrass guitar and banjo player. He is a virtuoso. He's about 30 years old now. He has several albums out. He's going to do Red Rocks a couple nights. He's going to do the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville a couple nights and the Ryman. He's coming to St. Louis and doing Chaffetz Arena. He's gone from clubs to small little amphitheaters. Now he's in the big buildings. He's going to be a big deal going forward. Check out Billy Strings. Check out Goose. Other than that, we got this program. I probably do it every Friday, at least once a week. We're going to call it The Flow. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about in the world of music, maybe the world of sports. Who knows where we're going to go with this. Hey, it's Ryan Nolting. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Give me some comments. Give me some ideas on what you want me to talk about. And have a great weekend here. Peace out.